Hello, thank you for joining me for our final card in the Celebratory Sips series. I know that this card is very late, but here we go. So this is the card. It's a fairly simple card and we're letting the DSP do most of the work for this one. So let's start with our stamping, and I'm stamping with Secret Sea ink. So up at the top we're going to stamp the It's Your Day. Trying to get it straight. Not quite. Let's try again, see if I can do it better on the other side. That looks better. Now let's hope that I can get the Let's Celebrate. And I've just cut one of these glasses out of the DSP, so that needed to be fussy cut, but hey, that's okay. We can do a little bit of fussy cutting occasionally. Although I have to say, the ladies that come to my class, if I tell them that they've got to cut anything, I get moaned at about, what do you mean cut? Isn't there a punch or a die? Why do we have to use scissors? There we go. Okay, I was worried that my glass wasn't going to fit in, and I was thinking it really should, but there we go. Let's just get the ink out of the way before I mess that up. Right, and now all that we need to do is layer our DSP and our sentiment onto their strips of paper. When I say strips of paper, I mean mats. Let's be precise here. And of course you don't need to use the pieces that I've used. You can use whichever of the DSP is talking to you. And our last bit. Okay, now we're going to take our strawberry slush layer, and the first thing that we're going to do is layer this dotty piece onto that. Okay, so do not stick this onto your card front first, because then you're going to have a problem getting your ribbon tied around it. And there's no specific place for it to go, just kind of eyeball it. And then we want a piece of ribbon tied around. I've just got my sticky tape. You could do this with glue dots. I usually like tying the ribbon with glue dots, but today I'm using sticky tape. And I think I was over generous with this ribbon. Could have used a smaller piece, but oh well, rather too much than too little. Okay, that's way too much. The only problem is if I cut it off, I don't know what I'm going to do with that tiny little piece that's left over. There we go. And then we can stick that onto the front of our card, just making sure that I'm sticking it the right way. I was doing a class yesterday and I went and stuck everything on and then realized that I'd stuck it upside down, and it was things that had a definite right way and wrong way, so it was a little mess, but it got fixed. Okay, and then this bigger piece is going over here. And this has a definite right way and wrong way, I think, because it just looks like, you know, strawberries and spruce and things look better up, although having said that, that one's going down. So I don't know, just look at it and decide which way you think it should go. And our last little piece is going onto dimensional. I'm just going to stick that up there. Then for my insert, I've taken one of the end pieces of the DSP, you know, where it has like half glasses. So we've just cut off a half a glass there. And I'm going to stick that onto the edge here. I'm going a little bit higher up just because this is sort of a really little glass. And we are sticking our strip across the bottom. Again, doesn't matter which way it goes, but I think it looks better that way with that half leaf kind of going in the right direction. There we go. And of course, every card needs some bling. So this one, I just put one of each side's dot going down. And the final thing that we need, which my glue dots are hiding from me today, which is why I used the sticky tape, but we would need the bow stuck over there. And looking at this now, lucky you can sometimes lift dimensionals, because I have stuck that horribly crooked. Or maybe I stuck that one horribly crooked. Anyway, let's just try and make it look a little bit straighter. Stick your bow on, and there we go. That's our last card for this series. So I hope you've enjoyed those. The tutorial is up for you to download with all 4 cards, and I will be back in the next few days with our next series, which is going to be Inspiring Imperfection Bundle, which is the Kintsugi Inspirations suite. I will see you in a few days' time. Bye for now.